Yes, after 3 decades of groundbreaking music, Juno-winning rock band Our Lady Peace is closing out their OLP30 chapter with the release of Volume 3, celebrating 30 years together as a band. Please welcome to BT from Our Lady Peace, we got Duncan and we got Raine. Nice to see you guys. And may I add as well, one of my favorite bands of all time. Back in the day. No, it's true. Back in the day, like a Deadhead for Grateful Dead. I was following you guys around everywhere. And sometimes you wouldn't even know, Raine. So let's talk about Volume 3. How does this celebrate the band's evolution and impact in the world of music over the years, Volume 3?
I mean, I'm not one for looking back, and but I think this was an important time to actually put a stamp on those 3 decades of music, because we just have been making a new album as well, and it just felt like the right time to do it. And we went across Canada in the winter. It was incredible. We have a show coming up. We kind of left Toronto out to do the Bud stage on purpose, because that'd be more fun in the summer. So that's coming up, and lots of touring still, lots of recording.
You talk about going across Canada in a van in the winter. You've done that a few times.
Too many times. Way too many.
How has that adventure changed over the years? Or is it exactly the same?
No, it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse?
Yeah, we had 4 buses break down this time.
Yeah. We tried to get out of Toronto on the day that the Delta plane flipped, so the airport was shut down.
Yeah, we almost had to cancel the first couple shows, which we would have missed, because when we played Edmonton, which was the second show, we were watching the Four Nations Cup backstage, went into overtime, and we said, oh my gosh, we have to go on. We went on, we started with Naveed, and then McDavid scored the goal while we're playing in his home.
Home
barn, there you go. I've learned to say barn. Yeah, so that was quite a thrill. The whole arena erupted singing "O Canada" just spontaneously. It's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah. Since you brought up McDavid, tonight, you'll be watching the game.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on to the new track off this EP, No Angels in This Town. What inspired that? Can you talk about this new track?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had this thing in LA where there's this incredible tension. It can be such an amazing city, the city of angels, really, that's what it's called, but there's this kind of dark underbelly. And I've always, a friend of mine lives up in Mulholland, so every time I go up, there's always people at night, looking over the valley. And I always thought about the idea of like Mickey Mouse sitting in a pickup truck, looking over the valley. I won't go into the details of how dark it gets, but contemplating life. Even Mickey Mouse would contemplate life. So something around there.
And what's been going on lately too in LA? It's just
what's happening.
What's hell? Don't want to talk about that, because I want to talk about you. What moments have been the most memorable for you guys, would you say? All these awards later, 19 top 10 singles. But has there been one thing that's stuck out to you both as artists over the years?
I mean, it's hard to say. Probably the first one that comes to mind was getting to play Maple Leaf Gardens way back when I was new-ish to the band. I'd only been with them for 1 record.
Right.
And this first place I saw, I saw my first concerts there. But I think
first hockey games, perhaps.
My first hockey game. But I think really it's, to me, the latest highlight is being in Nashville, away together, making new music that really harkens back to what we did in the early 90s in terms of energy and purpose, and just the fact that we can keep doing this at this age while inspiring each other is another thing for me.
It's fantastic. And you're all obviously being recognized as well. Not that that's important to you guys, but Canada's Walk of Fame this weekend, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I think it's significant in the sense of it's not just music. It's actually, you're surrounded by people in other sectors as well. So I love that about it. And it's a huge honor. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely don't shy away from it. Touched.
Yeah.
Did the cross-Canadian tour for OLP30. You're going to be going back on the road with Collective Soul and live. It's the Ed OLP
A lot of
Ed
Eds.
show.
I feel like I
Eds.
should
You
change
changed
my
your
name
name for
to
the
Ed.
two.
Yeah.
I know.
That's just a U.S. thing?
It's just the U.S. We come up here for one show at Bud Stage.
The Bud Stage, when is that show? That's
July 24th.
I got it on here somewhere.
Yeah, July 24.
Let's go back. That's July 24th, Bud Stage. Let's go back 30 years to this day? No, not to the day. Maybe it's the month. George Vale was directing a video
my gosh.
in Toronto for Naveed, and there was a casting call to come on down
That's right.
and be part of the party. And I think our producer, Raine, found the video and found a frame where
Don't tell me
this
you're in it.
long-haired kid from Hamilton is trying to jump up on the stage to stage dive. I think as soon as I got up on stage, Raine, you kicked me off. Because, get out of here, kid. Do you remember shooting that video? Do you remember those days and what it was like? And can you talk about them and share some
Yeah, I mean,
stories?
it's funny because when you thread that day to what we just did across Canada, the idea of, you know, building fans and friendships. I don't even think of them as fans anymore. It's these really solid friendships that we've developed with so many people. And the fact you were there, I feel like I should give you a hug. That's incredible.
Let's hug it out. We're
That's
gonna
amazing.
hug it out. Oh, man. Oh, like I said, man, I've been a big fan for so many years. Duncan, bring it in, man. You too. And it's an honor for me to get to chat with you 30 years later. This is probably, what, our 17th time chatting.
Yes.
And can I just say you've mellowed out over the years?
Yeah.
Chantel told me to say that.
Yeah, there you
Chantel
go.
told me to say that one. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have fun this weekend.
Thanks, Rick.
Have fun
Thanks, Rick.
on the road. Our Lady Peace right there. Thanking them for coming in. Yeah, give it up. OLP30, Volume 30. Gosh, I could have talked for hours with you guys, but we can't. We got to get on with the show. And